Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In the last part, we did the Pestles by Pamika. We helped make her mix several different book covers, and that was interesting. We're off to do the next of the Wachi Meki Meki quests, or Wachi Meki Meki, excuse me. This last, who requires blacksmith, goldsmith, or armorer. So we're gonna do her. So, Xrral Sows, or Mr. Xrral, Miss Xrral. What's her task? Oh, it must be a lucky day. You're Cessa, the artisan Ropley roped in, aren't you? It's a pleasure. My name's Xrral Sows. I'm the proprietor of this here shop. Pots to knives, if it's used on the daily made of metal, I smith it. There's one code I live by, and it's never to keep customer waiting. As soon as an order comes in, I do my damnedest to have it ready as soon as able. Can't have folks living their lives at the proper utensils, see? I won't say that speed don't come at a price. The goods my quality assured. My goods are come quality assured, but they ain't always pretty to look at. Once upon a time, might be that I aspired to metalware even a Dawntrail would be proud to use. But that was a childish dream to a childish dream of a childish lass. Reality ain't so sweet. Better to leave the fancy fineries to the moblins. I ain't ashamed to admit their craftsmanship knows no equal. I ain't ashamed to do what I do, or ashamed of what I do either. Knowing that my goods are needed is what gets me up in the morning. What I'm trying to say is, I win my customers by providing fast and reliable service. And I need your help to give them that. I have a bit of an embarrassing problem on my hands, see? I had a young lass come to ask me for work a little ways back. She came to have work experience working metal, so I figured why not. With no hire, I thought I could start accepting bulk orders. But that Papuani, bless her heart, she's an earnest to a fault, but the girl barely knows her way around a pitchfork, let alone a forge. I've already accepted a hefty order, and I'm afraid we won't have it ready in time. I don't want to leave any of my customers down, so I ask you, will you lend me a hand? You'll be well compensated for your work, promise. Not a problem. Hart replied, thank you. I can already sense you've got the confidence of a none too shabby artisan. We best begin with introductions then. Might shall be to fetch Papuani. I sent her to Bayside Debbie to purchase materials for pots some time ago, but she hasn't returned. Not a problem. Alright. Oops. Wait, you were in the Third Promise's companions, aren't you? You may not recall, but we actually passed by one another in Earthenshire. I'm Papuani, a former Potsworn. I'm honored to finally meet you. Gosh, do I miss how Mabas spoiled us artisans. They provided every luxury we could imagine. Cot fluffier than alpaca fleece, platters of delectable food. Best of all, they took care of the cleaning, letting us focus on wholeheartedly on our work. Alas, the storm left them short of supplies and help hands. I realized that the environment I once enjoyed that were there would not be soon returned, and made the hard choice to end my pock pad and journey here for work. Ma, but look at me. We've hardly met and I'm already talking your ear off. Excuse me. What brings you to this corner of Xrral? Mrs. Xrral Sellers requested your assistance with the shop? Oh, forgive me, forgive me! My ineptitude has inconvenienced even you! Since the day I started working for her, I can't seem to fulfill a single one of Mr. Xrral's requests properly. As a pot swarm, my work was quite intricate, you see. The mob was desired only the most lavish, ornate novelties, so that is what I made. I can't even imagine where to begin making household goods. Not even a pot. I spent more time than I cared to admit in front of the supplier, trying to guess which materials might be appropriate for forging one until I just felt utterly overwhelmed. Wound up here. Ugh. Confounded by a pot! I'm no arson, I'm a fraud. You know, most people aren't even aware that the pot swarm exists. Even bringing it up as a credential here only seems to garner doubt. I feel as if I've begged for work from every shop in Tilly, but none would hire me. No one but Miss Malzage. She knew no more of the pot swarm than anyone else, but she welcomed me with open arms instead of disbelief. I want to repay her compassion, her faith in me. So I will. This isn't the time to be moping. I even have a new friend beside me. You can simply relearn the basics, starting with the materials for a pot. But first things first, we should return to Mrs. Malzage as she requested. That sounds like a plan to me. Alright. Thanks for bringing her back, Cecil. I think Pop didn't even know the makings of a pot. But that can come later. Now that you're both here, I'd like to discuss the bulk we have lined up. I'll fill you in once you're ready, so just give me a shout. Ready to go, ma'am? Xrral Saws Metalwares. Alright. Take it you're ready. I'll elaborate on the details of the order then. A Hana farmer requests a large supply of scythes to be used for harvesting seeds. Though reeds are relatively light, they're deceptively firm. Like that being the case, most you'll need to take special care that the blades have a sharp edge. Make sure the handles have enough girth for the hefty hands of the Hanu. Harvest season draws near and time is tight, but if you can prepare about 6 scythes, Papa Wine and I can handle the rest. I'm counting on you. Now, let's get to work. Something I can do. Alright, what materials do I need here? Integral wood, I already have some of that. Alright, so once I have all of that ready to go and built and crafted and whatnot, I will be back. Alright, Lass, I got your stuff. Thank you, this is fine work. Even better than I hoped for, in fact. You must be an arsonist of some renown abroad. Girl, wouldn't you like to know? I look at each of the sites, and I'm pleased to say the quality is up to par. Good work, both of you. So as for quantity, we've the 6 Cecil prepared, 2 by Papwani, and 3 by yours truly. The grand total is 11, the amount that we requested for the client. I'm sorry, I was so fixated on coming up with a design that was easy to use and maintain that I barely had time to make them. If I had been faster, perhaps I could have reduced Cecil's burden. Well, in the end, the design was elegantly simple. It'll come in handy if you ever have to make more, and if our customers have an easier time maintaining the tools, all the better. I'll inform the client that the sides are ready to be picked up. Won't be a moment. Sorry for the wait. I have the sides requested here. He looks excited. Marvelous! It was worth coming all the way here to the city for such craftsmanship. Now we have a much easier time with the harvest. For we Hano with the harvest is an immense task and crucial to our way of life. Softer reeds are used as food, while the sturdier ones are used to thatch the roofs of our homes and more. You can see our livelihoods are built on reeds. We both assisted in crafting the science, yes? Thank you so much for putting such care in your work. Oh, stop it, it was our pleasure. Yeah, because if it's your first time you've been thanked for a job well done. You had plenty of experience as an artist and before coming to work for me, didn't you? I did, but intermediary took care of transactions. I never actually met a customer face to face. Believe it or not, this is the first time. And I must say, the feeling is amazing. Really, really amazing. In fact, I should be thanking you, miss. Oh dear. Oh dear, she really is a sweet, you said, Xrral. I see why a long-time loner like you would speak so fondly of your new hand. Ha! I told you that was just between you and me! You just got it fucking exposed! I'll be letting everyone back home know that Xrral saws Metalwares is the best place to buy the supplies. You'll be hearing from me again before long. Appreciate it. Do come again soon. With a little word of mouth, another order may come before we know it. That said, Popwani, you clearly still need more practice of the crafting essentials. And until she has a proper handle on things, I hope I can continue to rely on your help. I'm in for the long haul now. I'm a metal worker, excuse me. Glad you're here, Sasla. Thanks to our last client, word of our efficiency is beginning to spread and new bulk orders come in. It shows I can still count on your help. Not a problem. What's the request this time? A large order of tortilla presses for aunties. What's that? Who's that? What? You never heard of Auntie's Tacos? It's one of the most popular taco places in the city. I see. Well, our tortilla presses were normally ordered in bulk. Surely her stock didn't break all at once. This is something of a special case. Seems the manufacturer in charge of OT's tortilla productions have been having a complete overhaul and everything needs replaced. Spares included. She wants us to prepare as many presses as possible. Sounds like you make 6 of them. Popwine and I'll handle the remainder. My team trusts this order to my shop because she has faith in it will get the job done in a timely fashion. Let's show her what we're made of. You got it. I'll do my best to make sure she leaves just as satisfied as our last customer. Alright. What's the next order of business here? I need all of that nonsense. Alright, so you know the shtick. I'm gonna get those, craft my stuff, and I'll be back. So give me a minute. Give me a few minutes. Hey madam, I got your stuff. Nah, finished already, have you? This was just the right amount of weightiness to it, and the surfaces look pretty flat. Dare I say T will steal whatever compensation is left with the tortilla she makes with these. Tacos! Everyone meet T. T, meet the team. Hello, I'm Tisol, the proud owner of Auntie's Tacos. It's lovely to meet you all. You're letting fast work with the press is an absolute godsend. I can't thank you enough. We've been using our only hardwood presses at the manufacturer till now, but I can't say how many times I've had to order replacements. Things seem to break at the slightest bit of force. Having metal presses will be a huge relief. Promise you these will take a beating, and then some. Oh, I don't doubt it. And seeing as you prove yourself a woman of your word, you'll be the first person I come to for my cooking supplies from now on. Now then, I must begin these presses to the fat manufactory, so I'll excuse myself here. So do be sure to visit my store next chance you get. It'll be a shame if you didn't get a taste of the tortillas you had a hand in making. Okay. We've never been able to fulfill the order in time enough for you, Cessla. Thanks. Miss Cessla, Mrs. Well-Sage, I'm so sorry. And once again, I was too slow. I only managed to prepare a single press. Papwani, you're putting your heart into your work. I can see that. But if you're going to continue to work here, you need to come to grips with the stipulations of the job. Truth be told, I need you to output the same amount as Cecil here. I've been watching your work. You spend far too much time devoting your attention to a single item. I'm sorry. I'm so thrilled to see my efforts appreciated before. I thought if I put all my effort, my honor the presses as well, Mr. Soul would be overjoyed. I wanted to make them flawless and easy to maintain, and in the process, I completely lost track of the time. I admire that you're trying to make the best product possible, but sometimes a customer only wants a tool that works, and they want it quick. Try to keep that in mind next time. Cecil, looks like you're not rid of me yet. I can't rely on your help forever, but for now, please continue to lend us your expertise. Not a problem. Woohoo! Alright, what's next? And the person wanted to see Cessla. An urgent order is coming. Our client this time is a traveling peddler who needs as many lightweight lanterns as we can make before she departs the city. Which you'll see using a number of lanterns yourself during her travels. I understand she intends to sell the majority of them back home. I need you both working at a brisk pace today. Yes, ma'am. The lanterns be used on alpaca back, or will they be carried by hand? It's just that depending on how the lanterns will be used, their intensity, their size, and practicality have to be considered. A slave to the minuet as ever. Very well, instruct you as we work. Do you not wish to hear the details as well, Cessla? I spend my time with the pellet and have a grasp of their needs. Oh, I had no idea. I've seen little of the world myself, so my outlook is probably narrower than most. Perhaps that is why it takes so long to understand the needs of our patrons. Maybe I should... No, this isn't the time. I must concentrate on completing the task set before me first. I'll help her get started. In the meantime, I need you to prep those lanterns as soon as able. If you can craft at least 6, we should be in the clear. I got it. I got you. I got you. Alright, so what materials do I need now? Well, I got lard ingots. Alright. Sweet. Sweet, good thing I bought those in bulk. Alright, you know the drill. I'll be back when I can turn this stuff in. Alright, lady, I got your stuff. Take it and leave it. It's kind of a pain in the ass because I ended up buying the wrong materials and I didn't realize until after the fact. Son of a bitch. Fantastic work, Cessa. I'm gonna have no trouble treading over even the most poorly kept roads at night with this. Has she made any progress? All ready to set off then? I am. I'll take whatever lanterns you were able to prepare. Not a problem. It's just so happens Tesla here just finished crafting a selection I dare say you'll be quite pleased with. Splendid. Simply splendid! Well, thanks for preparing these in so short a time. Of course, for a merchant like yourself, time is money. I'm pleased we were able to be of service. Oh, pleasure is all mine. Now I best be setting off. I wish you all a continued success. Once again, thank you enough for your aid, Tesla. We sure couldn't have done this without you. No doubt Papuani understands this more keenly. She failed to craft even a single lantern after all. I told her this was an urgent request. Surely you can imagine what might befall a merchant traveling without a lantern. Damn it, Papuani, you know my code. Never ever keep a customer waiting. If you want to work here, then I'm begging you, pick up the pace. I'm so sorry. I'm not like Tesla. I can't make anything of quality at the speed you require. Yeah, I also cannot simply forsake all else for speed. I want things I make to be just right for the people who use them. My dignity as a former potsworn and as an artisan, this is the one thing I cannot yield. I never should have come here. I will return to Earth and Shine and renew my contract with the Moblins. Papuani, wait! Moblins? Potsworn? What was she talking about? I'm sorry you had to see that, Tesla. I'm still getting used to this whole business of being an employer. I fear my inexperience may be blamed for setting Papuani off like that. Give me a minute to process this, would you? Hey. I appreciate being here, Tesla. Could really use someone to talk to right now. Don't even know where to start. Should I chase after Papuani or leave her be? Hope you don't mind if I ramble a bit. Might help me clear my head. Thanks. Might not be obvious, but the truth is, I think of the world of Papuani. When she first came to my shop, she was like a pup that lost its bark. Head hanging, ears drooping and all. But that pup had determination. I could see in her eyes that when she told me she wanted to work here, she meant it. I knew then, and know now her devotion to the craft is the real deal. Ain't no denying it. The fact is, her approach is time-consuming, and that runs counter to the core tenet of my shop. That said, I'm the one who decided to run things this way, and the reason I did, well, let's just say I lack the talent to craft quality items at a pace I'm comfortable with. I'm in sheer awe of the way you were able to make veritable works of art with such efficiency. You're leagues above someone like me. Everything I know about metallurgy, I learned on my own. Come to think of it, even though I've been hiring your services all this time, I've told you little and less about myself. That's about to change. In my youth, it used to be that I put together equipment for the local hunters in the village far removed from here, or any other sons of civilization for that matter. Developed a love for the craft in those days and decided to pursue it. Followed where the people were, which led me can't even read! Which led me here to Thule. First thing I did when I arrived was look for the nearest moblin willing to hire me. Even where I came from, and everyone knows nobody forges the finer metals than them. Figured I could learn from them on the job. I pleaded with them until they finally offered me a chance, on the condition that I moved to Kozamauka. I refused. I wanted to be near the people I craft for. And that was that. I gave up my opportunity to learn from the moblins and founded my shop specialized in daily necessities, with the promise of swift delivery. Moblins are masters of not metallurgy, but caretaking. Judging by what Papuani said before she left, I reckon there's much more about the Mobs I don't know. You found fill me in? So that's the way of it, eh? All of a sudden, I thought those metal marbles were made by the Mobs themselves. When they agreed to harm me way back when, it must be that they wanted me to move so I could learn under other Potsworn in their care. Potsworn like Papuani who'd never been thanked by Cuss once in their life. She said she was going to return to the Mobs and work for him again, but she must have cut ties for a reason. Not sure her former employers would take her in so easily. Oh man, I'm worried about her. I want to see if she's alright, and I want to see what sort of environment the Mobs prepared for artisans like her. Would you mind tagging along with me to Earthenshire? What you think? So this is where the Mobs and the Potsworn live. Now, where do you reckon Papuani might be? There she is. Is that so? Are you sure there's no room for another artisan? My goodness! Mrs. Ralsage, Cecil, what are you doing here? I didn't want to leave things between us as they were, and Cecil told me about the Potsworn. I knew you cared deeply about the quality of your work, but I didn't understand how much until coming here. This place is filled with masterpieces. I can see how making it would be much more fulfilling than my boring old tools. So, will you become a Potsworn again? Oh, no. My former helphand has already welcomed someone else. Then come back with me. Now that I've seen firsthand what kind of work you are involved with, I can give you a quality task you'll excel at, I'm sure of it. But that would go against your code. No, I mustn't return. I refuse to inconvenience you any more than I already have. We both can complement each other so well. Can't you see that? We've seen countless craft hands that make metal pieces. We can discern craft hands' characteristics with quick fastness. Papuani or Alsage, they are opposites. One's strength is the other's weakness. By compensating for one another, they can create metal pieces faster and greater than they could on their own. You think so too, don't you? Why not put the idea to trial test? Balance scale is broken. Needs repair. Fulcrum is no good. Very unstable. We cannot check true weight of anything. Please help me fix. Raw Saws prepares materials. Papuani sees the finishing touches. Cecil helps these two work together. Instead of crafting individually, we simply handle the tasks we specialize in. I'm willing to give it a shot. We certainly can't abandon our friend or need or capable artisans here. What say you, Papuani? Yes, of course. Then I'll get started on preparing the components immediately. Give me a moment, would you? So where does this lead me at? Sorry to keep you waiting. Here are the components, Tesla. I'd like you to assemble the fulcrum. Once you have, please hand it over to Papuani so she can see the replacement and any finishing touches. I believe that's the most efficient way to go about this. I like how this guy is named. I like how this mob doesn't even have a name. They're just named Helpful Help Hand. Huh. Oh shit. Rip. I skipped her dialogue. I'm sorry, lass. I didn't mean to. Madam, I got your fulcrum. Oh, this is magnificent. I should replace the fulcrum with this one immediately. The bound screw crooked after long years of use, but now that the fulcrum has been replaced, I'm pleased to report that the scales are back in working order. I also noticed some stiffness during my examination, so I applied oil to ensure it functions as smoothly as possible. Marvelous! It's like new! Now I can measure sure with quick fastness again. Such wonderful, efficient work. From bottom heart, Bob, thank you, craft hands. As I should be thanking you. I truly do enjoy the feeling of being interacting with patrons directly. We take pride in crafting their perfect place for creators to create. That's how we know each craft time requires a different environment to thrive. If Pop 1 requires an environment where she is heart-bond thing, then that's where Pop 1 can do her best craft work. She should hold on to such a place and never let go. If it truly wouldn't be a trouble, the skills would truly be a benefit. I wish to work with you again, Mistress Ralisage. You're the artisan I aspire to be, but can never become, Papwani. When I first opened my store, I yearned to forge metalwares that would be revered by all, but I wasn't good enough, so I let go of that dream. I focused on my strengths and built my business on quantity instead of quality. Well, if we were to work side by side, nobody could not only delivering products of the finest quality, we could have them ready as soon as our customer requires them. I need you, Papwani. Let's do our best together. All's good well that ends good well. I'll be cheering for your success, Papwani. Thanks for stepping in and helping us so that Papwani and were able to have a heart-to-heart, Cecila. There ain't no better way to an artisan's core than through a thought process of crafting, eh? As you're one yourself, you know this all too well. And yet your purview extends far beyond the realm of this trade. Don't think I've forgotten you're an explorer, too. I know I can't keep someone in your talent tied down to my shop forever, but I'm hoping you stick with us till Papwani and I get the hang of the new flow of things. That sound good, or that sound alright to you? Sounds good to me. Thanks. Let's head back to the city. Watch your Mecky! Oh, my stuff's sold. The moblins provide a paradise for artisans, room and board, heaps of materials, and unlimited time to focus solely on the craft. But if you ask me, nothing's more peaceful than this here shop. I myself have come to understand that while Earthshire has its charms, so too does Xrral Saw's Metalwares. Always treasure my time as a potsworn, but I know now that I need an environment where I can connect with people for whom I craft. Allow me to welcome you back to the shop, Popwani. Let's give it a roll. Popwani and I need to discuss our crafting process from here on out. Give us a few minutes, would you? Time's up! Go to see you, Cecila. Papa and I had finished discussing how we might be going about using our strengths to complement each other. We came to the conclusion that together we can craft the first-rate Metalwares, the sort of which I had never considered crafting in the past. As a result, I decided to accept a special order. I heard through an old acquaintance that the Palace Seers was looking for an artisan to craft a censer for their ceremonial practices. I told him I'd be happy to oblige. It'd be a trifle to craft were it a simple censer, but seeing as it's for royal use, ritual use, I believe it would require delicate and precise ornamentation. Which is why Mrs. Xrral saw it and I decided to split the task with us. But, goddamn, I got hiccups. She set up the molds while you oversee the censer decoration and finishing touches. That said, we're still getting used to this whole dance and tandem crafting. Down to step on each other's toes so we find a sense of harmony. I'd like you to make a number of sensors to ensure that no matter what happens, we meet our deadline. The design of sensors where you're from may look different from those in the palace, but a quality work is a quality work. I'm confident the seer will be happy to use any that an artisan of your town can make. I can do that. Alright. Alright, what's the next round of materials? Alright, you know the drill. Once I have all that, we'll be back. Then we got one more quest after that for the big wrap up. So, give me a few minutes here. I got your stuff. Oh, damn, this may be some of the finest work I've ever seen. Should be easy for the seers to use, or the ornamentation is flawless to boot. You truly have done yourself, Cecila. Quality of your work sets an example that any artist would be fool not to follow. As always, I'm grateful for your help. For a blessing, Poplar and I were able to find our rhythm and prepare a few senses ourselves. Indeed, if we work together, there's no doubt we can fill any request that comes our way. Still, I think you were able to prepare as many on your own. I'm thoroughly impressed. It goes to show how diligently you must have honed your craft before crossing the salt here. I've learned a great deal from seeing you work. At any rate, I best get these delivered, lest I tarnish the good name of my shop. I appreciate you both wait here. Should be long. Good news, both of you. With us here, there's none other than the Palace Seer who made the order. They're so moved by the quality of our work that they wish to thank everyone involved directly. I've never seen senses of such marvelous make in all my days at the palace. Not only do they function perfectly, but each one is simply exquisite. They're most beautifully designed. The burning of incense is essential to our rites, but many of our senses were destroyed during the invasion. We were in dire straits, but thanks to your swift masterful work, we can resume our practices again. I'm glad we were able to be ahead. Well, indeed, work of such quality I dare say is fit for a queen. And with that said, I would ask you and your team to prepare something for the royal family, if such a work would interest you. I can return to the palace and make arrangements forthwith for a formal request. What do you say? You honor us, so it will be our pleasure. Wonderful! Now I shall return immediately and begin the unnecessary procedures. I'll be in touch. When she says during the invasion, was that when the Alexandrians came out of the sphere and attacked? If so, I wonder how that dialogue would be if you had leveled your crafters and did these quests first before where you got to that point in the MSQ. I wonder if that dialogue. I wonder if that bit of dialogue would be different. Interesting. At least that's what I think that's what that's referring to. If the royal family themselves use the metalwares we craft, wouldn't that make us the purveyors of the royal court? That it would. I was surprised to receive a personal request from the seer in the first place, but I think we may soon craft metalwares used by the likes of Valbuklama and Valkona. Should they make a formal request, this will be our first appointment by the royal palace. I know full well this is a job Papuani and I should tackle alone, but a request of this magnitude can affect the very fate of Xrral Saj Metalwares. I want to deliver nothing but the very best we have to offer. To do that, I need your help. Will you stick by us for just a bit longer? Why not? We came this far. I'll see it through the end. I'm a master of metal. Sessa, Papuani have received word from the seer. They wish for us to meet them near the palace, but they'll reveal the full details of the request. Papuani and I will head there first. Once you're ready, join us in the arterial climb, Cecila. Okay. There is no fast way to get up there, is there? Your fat rip. Oh, final rip. Welcome, esteemed artists, into the Xrral Saj Metalwares. Thank you for coming. Oh shit! I skipped that first batch. I didn't even press anything. How'd that skip? I pressed a button once and it skipped 2 batches of dialogue. Our cards were eager to hear what we'll exactly be crafting. Well, let me inform you. We wish for you to construct a pair of solar reflectors. Forgive me, I've never heard of such a thing. May I ask what it is? Certainly, it's a tool that reflects light, focusing on a single point for the purpose of starting fires. Think of it as a curved mirror of sorts. We Mommel's job revere the sun's rays and believe the fire produced by its light banishes the wicked from the shadows. Every fire you see burning in the palace's hall is a secret lit by the sun itself. So it's like a magnifying glass, essentially. I see. By the way, you mentioned earlier you wished for us to craft a pair. In other words... Yes, now that Valbuklama and Valkona have ascended the throne, it is paramount that they receive their own individual sun reflectors for ritual purposes as soon as possible. That said, they are fickle devices. Even the slightest imbalance and deformity in the construction can result in a complete lack of functionality. What's more, cloudy weather extends the time it takes to produce a flame exponentially. While it may appear simple in design, in practice it is anything but. Only the finest artisans can be trusted with so delicate a device. Will you accept the request? We'll make the reflectors for you, alright? I stake my honor as a craftswoman on it. Well, glad I am to hear it. Allow me to show you with a copy of the design plans we used to anecdote ceremonial reflector. Yet know that this is be used because there's nothing more than a reference, for this reflector was made by the late Dawn Servant Glal Zaza. We expect an altogether different design from you. One befitting the new Dawn Servants. Understood, leave it to us. We best return to the shop forthwith and discuss our approach. Alright. Hey, lady. The plans I received from the seer are far more elaborate than I expected. Makes you wonder if the person who grabbed them was a podsworn. We'll need to build the base on which the way the device can be rotated and capture the sun's rays. With a concave reflective surface to provide the focus of light. I haven't even started on the ornamentation. The pressure making a device that vows of themselves when you use is seeing something fierce. Don't help it that the complexity of the device is unlike anything I've ever seen before. I dare say Pop Wine and I'll have our hands full prepping just to listen to one between us. We'll make the thing of God's damn magnum opus, and we'd best believe it. As to the other one, you're the finest metal worker I know, Cecila. I'm counting you to make something beyond everyone's expectations. I'm sure Valbook Lamar and Valcona would be overjoyed to receive something made by your hands. They can make a cameo appearance at the end? Indeed, which is why we'd like you to be in charge of the design. As their dear friend, you know their taste far better than us. Once you've finished, I'll make sure the mold Mistress Rawl saw is prepared since it was nigh identical to yours. You needn't worry about procuring materials. I passed through Bayside Bedding on the way back and collected everything we would require. Should your stock run low, but say the word. Alright. Last one was a doozy. Let's see how much of a doozy this one is. Ba, 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 ba. Oh boy. This was another doozy. A I got a mirror. Here you go. Wait, no means it's a crafting. You already finished, and the device has every ounce of the sort of coin I've been come to expect from you. It just so happens I finished tending my portion of the reflector. Papuana is currently seeing to the more delicate touches. As soon as she's finished, we'll set to the palace. Welcome back, my friends. The trustees of the request reflectors. That they are working in tandem with Cecil, we spare no effort in making both these devices something fit for royal company or ceremony. How seamless the surface. Not a blemish to be found. Indeed, these appear most worthy of the fire for the vows. Yet appearances are not everything. Above all else, they must perform their function. Allow me to evaluate whether they do. It works! think that you said your bolt light a flame so swiftly. What astonishing craftsmanship. I truly am glad I came to all you with this request. Vows will most certainly cherish these reflectors for years to come. If it pleased you, I would secure your services in a more official capacity, Mr. Saj. What would you say to a royal warrant of appointment? It's the greatest honor any artisan could hope for. I happily accept. Should the royal family ever want more metalwares or quality of Xrral metalwares, we'd be happy to serve. You have my word. It's heartening to hear that such a wonderful establishment exists within our fair city. Now then, I shall see to have your remuneration and official letter of appointment sent out forthwith. You have my sincere gratitude for your exemplary work this day. I can't thank you enough, Cecil. We would have come this far without you. Even with the Papwani left, when Papwani left, I can't say I would have, but it must have occurred ago. I see her if you hadn't been by my side. My ignorance, I believe my main selling point was speed, and speed alone. But thanks to both of you, Xrral Saj's Metalwares is... Oh my god, it's fucked up. I can't... Whatever. Let's get that. I can't express to both of you how thankful I am. Oh, Mistress Xrral Saj. I must thank you as well, Cecil. When we first met, but honestly recently with the comfort of Earthenshire and was struggling to come to grips with my work. Words can ill express how grateful I am to you for helping me carve out a place for myself. From this day forth, I will continue to leverage my strengths in making the metalwares our patrons need. As will I. In other words, Tesla, I think we're ready for fun, ready to give this a go on our own. Xrral Saj's Metalwares will become a shop that not only accepts and delivers new products to their customers, but speed, but a quality they won't find anywhere else. Not only become the finest metalwares shop on this side of the salt. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Papwani will aspire to become metalworkers like you. Thank you for everything, truly. Know that you'll always be welcome at Xrral Saj Metalwares. Hey. Hey, I'm a most masterful of metalworkers. Sweet! Alright, we got one last quest we gotta do. But this one involves the my alchemy or culinary, which I don't have either of them ready to go yet. As you can probably see, I'm still two jobs away from getting at least one of them to 100. So when I can initiate this quest line, we will be back and we'll wrap up the Wachimeki quest. I don't know if there's like a big wrap up quest that takes place after you finish them all. I don't know if I think the previous batches of quests like these had a big wrap up. I think I don't remember, but we'll find out later on. But for now, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Later.